Me for a moment there. Hiya guys and welcome to All About Women. Let's talk. Today isn't great. Today isn't great, and it's but it stopped raining. It was raining earlier on. But yeah, anyway, I hope that you all are enjoying yourself. Yes, I was supposed to be on yesterday, but I wasn't able to come on yesterday because, like I told you guys last week, that it was my daughter's birthday on Tuesday. So myself, my brother and sister took took my daughter out. Hi. Oh, yeah, Africana in the building. Lovely. Yeah. So anyway, like I said, so myself, my brother, and my sister, and my first older daughter, we all went out to celebrate my daughter's birthday. So, which is why I wasn't on yesterday, but I'm here now anyway. I know you guys miss me. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, so before we start, many of you already know me. It's your girl Ades. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Um yeah, so so back to what I'm saying. So yeah, so before we start, just to let you guys know that so this week is the last week of talking about the fitness. So as of Sunday, we'll so as of Sunday, that's when this topic will end. Anyway, many of you already know me. It's your girl Ades. I know that you lot will be wondering, like, where am I? Well, I'm just heading home. I'm heading home. I just had to go Dalston and get something straight from school. So yeah, I'm just on my way home. So yeah, anyway, as we start, so today's topic that we'll be talking about is, sorry, the wind here. Today's topic we'll be talking about is injury prevention and rehabilitation. So again, the topic is injury prevention and rehabilitation. So that's what the topic is all about today. So yes, as we start, guys, better, right? So there's a lot of us women, that are athletes, that are into sports, that are into to high jump, triple jump, all the practically all the kind of sports. A lot of them, yeah, although they enjoy the sport, they enjoy their sport, they train very hard. Oh, okay, welcome. They train very, very, very hard, day in, day out, and at the end of the day, one day they end up injuring themselves. They end up having a sprain on around their legs, or around their hips. They'll end up having a sprain. And it's actually one of those things that actually will take a bit of time to heal. But it's not easy. It's not easy to actually heal from these injuries. So in modern era, rehabilitation after sports injury has become a dominion for specialists, which has brought together physiotherapists and physicians, and are very limited. But the average, oh sorry, oh my god, I almost fell there. But the average athletes often have to fend for themselves. So you see, guys, when it actually comes to these kind of injuries, some of these athletes, practically they have to learn how to manage. They have to learn how to manage their injury. Sometimes, because it actually depends on the country that they come from, because not all countries actually like are free in paying for their injury. Hi, thank you. So again, so not all countries are free when it comes to having an injury on your legs or on your hips, out of sports. Not all countries are free. A lot of women they have to pay privately, whereas in some countries like Europe are free, so practically under NHS, as in National Health Society. So it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of, oh, okay. It's kind of more easier for certain Europe countries that get free treatment for their injuries. But whereas other countries, not all other countries actually are able to. Sorry, but I don't understand what you mean by Ronald or Mishi. I don't. Sorry, I really don't understand what you mean by that. But anyway, so not all countries. Yeah. I'm just trying to tell you. I don't understand what you mean by Ronald or Mishi. I don't understand what you mean by that. So if you can actually let me know what you mean by that, then I will be able to answer it. Thank you. Um, yeah. So back to what I'm saying. So not all countries are able to have the free treatment that we are having here over in the UK. But one, as in not one, but women, some of the women that are lucky that lives in the UK here, yeah, they're very lucky to be here, because a lot of the treatments here are free. A lot of the treatments are free, whereas there are some places, as in there's some clinics over here as well, that are private, and it has to be paid for. So it depends. It depends on whether, if the person's on the benefit or if the person's working full time. It depends. Not even just that, but it actually depends on the status, or as in the immigration status of that person, whether if they actually have the right to get the medical treatment they need, whether if they are full citizens. Yeah, so either way, it's good that when you're training, that we as individuals, we need to try our best to be very careful, because exercise is very good. It's very good on all levels, but we should not overdo it. We should not over exercise. We should try our best. Yeah, we should try our best to exercise in a moderate way. Try and exercise, and at the same time, always remember in the back of your mind that, look, oh, okay, hi, thank you for coming on. So again, so always remember in the back of your mind that you need to be extra careful when you are doing your exercises, your stretches. You need to be very, very careful in those areas. And because it actually also, it depends on the kind of injury, because some injuries are minor, some of them are severe. So what tends to happen is that the ones that are actually severe, they these women actually has to recover in a rehabilitation center, where the physio will come and visit them there once or twice a week, until they actually get better. Some of them probably will stay there about 6 months. Some of them will stay for about 8 months. It depends. But in all scenario, we just need to try. We need to try our best to be very careful when we're doing our exercises. We should not overdo it. We should not we should not over stress ourselves as well as we're doing our exercises as well, and to be extra careful. So also, the injuries. So these injuries are a problem to individuals, but there are very much ways to actually prevent these injuries. So the first one is to warm up and cool down. So in the morning when you wake up, when you wake up in the morning, like which I have said like quite well in most of my videos. When we wake up in the morning, we have to stretch. We have to stretch our arms. We have to stretch our legs. We have to twist and turn the hips, just to practically just to avoid getting any kind of pain in the arm, in the in the legs and in the hip. Because even me every morning even me every morning as well, when I wake up, I do tend to actually get kind of some little pain in my arm. So what I tend to do in the morning, that when I wake up, I stretch, and then I have to stretch the arm. Then when I stretch the arm, as soon as I stretch the arm right up to the sky, then the next thing is a click. That click has actually released the pain and the tension in the arm. So that click it will relieve me, and then I can move my arms around as well. So with every lady as well. So the best thing to do in the morning is to actually stretch the arm, in the morning when you wake up, until you actually hear a click. So that click will let you to realize that the pain that you're feeling in the arm has gone. But if you don't hear that click on your arm, then you definitely be very uncomfortable all throughout. You'll be so uncomfortable that that you won't be able to focus well. You won't be able to do the things that you need to do. So make sure that when you wake up in the morning, the first thing is to stretch your arms, stretch your legs, swing your hips from side to side. Then at least you know that you've actually relieved yourself from the tension and the pain on your arms, on your legs, and on your hips as well. So do make sure that you do that every morning. So now the next one is the second one is to have appropriate gear. So when you're doing your exercises, again, you need to remember in the back of your mind that you need to exercise with the right gear, the appropriate gear, like the knee patch, the arm patch. Sorry guys, this noise is too much. So the knee patch, the arm patch, even the helmet. So if you're it depends on the sports. It depends on the sports that you're doing. Like there's some sports, for example, like rock climbing. It involves you having to wear helmets, arm patch, and a knee patch as well. So if you actually come across having to do rock climbing, do bear that in mind, that yes, you have to make sure you always wear the helmets, the helmets, the arm patch, and the leg patch as well. So then the third one is Yeah, the third one is proper techniques. So so you need to make sure that whatever techniques that you use, you need to make sure that you're guided. You need to make sure you're guided with those techniques. Make sure you're guided, that you follow the steps and the guide, of your personal trainer or whoever is training you. Do follow the steps and the guide, so that you know whether or not that you're actually doing the right exercises. Now, the fourth one is warm up. So again, in the morning as well. So even as you're stretching your arms, you stretch your legs, swing your hips as well. You should also add a bit of warm up to it as well. Um, like stretch your arm and stretch your arm, your shoulder, stretch it down to your legs, and then again swing your hips, to the side, just like where you're doing like rotation. Swing it from, side to side, and yeah, and also the with the arm as well. Then again with the arm, you swing it from side to side, as well. So those are the warm ups that you can do in the morning to prevent most of these injuries that the athletes have to face. So the fifth one is emphasize hydration. So by emphasizing your the hydration, so as in by making sure you're staying hydrated, you need to, emphasize it by making sure you stay hydrated, and make sure that whatever kind of exercise that you do, it needs to be balanced. It needs to be balanced and in between. At the same time, make sure your bottle is next to you. Make sure it's next to you all the time as you're doing your exercises, and take little sips, of your water or the lemon water. Take little sips. That way you'll be able to stay hydrated. So so now the next one. Okay. Ooh. Bear with me, guys. So the seventh one is to rest. So the seventh one, is to rest. So at the same time we're doing our exercises, we need to also make sure that we rest. We need to make sure we rest all the time. Make sure that we take breaks in between. Make sure that also you're getting enough sleep as well, which I always have been saying in most of the lives. We should always make sure that you get enough sleep as well. Don't Make sure that you don't stay up till the next day, because it is going to disturb you throughout that day, that you'll see yourself falling asleep. If you're in university or if you're at work, you will end up seeing yourself fall asleep, and you wouldn't want that kind of thing to happen, because it's kind of a bit embarrassing when the lecturer is teaching you something, and then you just mistakenly doze off while while in the middle of lectures, or you're doing a presentation at work, and then all of a sudden you mistakenly fall asleep during the presentation. So guys, you wouldn't want that kind of thing to be happening. So the seventh one is use the right protective equipment. So again, so make sure that you use it. Make sure that you use the right gear, the right equipment, which I said about the helmets, the knee patch, and practically any other equipment that is required. Make sure that you're using the correct ones. Now the eighth one is cardio exercises. So, and I've mentioned about cardio exercises, the kind of exercises, and do, yeah, the stretches, yeah, the stretches, and then also, oh, okay, hello again. Oh, same to you, same to you. Thank you for coming on. So again, the stretches on the floor, even as far as, yeah, you can also add some pelvis exercises to it, or yeah, or you can, yeah, you can actually also train with a personal trainer or a virtual personal trainer as well. So either of the two, that is more better than for you doing the cardio exercises on your own. Then the ninth one is again to stretch. Always make sure that you stretch your body, stretch your arms, stretch your legs, swing your hips, yeah, stretch your arms from side to side. So just make sure that it's stretched. Now, the 10th one is avoid overuse. So especially with equipment, so if you're using, like if you're using the dumbbells, or if you're using the little weights, try your best not to overdo it. Try your best not to overdo it. It is very important for you. It's very important for your health, and yeah, just try not to overdo it. Try and be moderate as well as you're doing the exercises. Try and be moderate. Is very, very important. Now the 11th one is cross training. So cross training, again, always make sure that you are training with somebody. Make sure you're training with somebody, a personal trainer, or even it can be your friend or your sister or a cousin, a family member. Train with them, because they will motivate you. They'll motivate you to be able to do the training, and they'll motivate you and they'll encourage you to do the training. So do always make sure that you're training with somebody. Now, the 12th one is increase flexibility. So when you're doing your exercises as well, remember you need to be very, very flexible when you're doing it. Mostly with like with the gymnast, the like these gymnasts, the gymnastics, those that are into gymnastics, they're very, very flexible. They with the way they, oh, don't worry about that noise. Oh, okay. So especially with those that actually likes to do, oh, interesting. Especially those that like to do gymnastics, and they're very, very flexible with all the with the back flips, the front flips, all the kind of gymnastics moves that they like to do the most. They're very, very flexible with it. So guys, yeah, is even something, is something that you can also try as well. The gymnastics, because is very, very flexible. Your body will be so flexible, and yeah, and it will really help you. It will really help you with your legs, the muscles. It really help with, like, with the entire body. It really, really will help as well to prevent you from feeling any kind of pain. So now the 13th one is know when to stop. So I mean, it's not bad exercising, but when you're overdoing it, when you're overdoing the exercise, you need to remember that you need to know how to stop. You need to know how to say enough is enough. But I'm not discouraging you not to exercise. Do your exercises, but do it in a moderate way. Do it in a moderate way, and again, don't overdo it. It's something that you can train 1 hour to 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day, even even as low as 30 minutes a day as well. But if you're training very hard, you need to know that you need to know that you have to stop at some point and rest the body. Now the 14th one is strength training. So the strength training, the strength training, as in when you're stretching your legs, and again also do make sure that you actually train again with a personal trainer. Always make sure that you always have that in the back of your mind to train with a personal trainer. So anyway, guys, I hope that this has been of great help to as many of you. And before I go, please don't fail to subscribe, comment, thumb up, to like me, share with your friends and your colleague, and as many people as you feel that will benefit from this. Once again, is your girl Adez. See you all later on. Bye.